So in this video, I'm going to talk about how pay and compensation works selling life insurance. If you're thinking about selling life insurance as a career and you're wondering about the specifics of what affects your compensation, this video is the one to watch. I'm not going to pull any punches. We're going to go into everything. So by the end of this video, you understand how compensation works and you have the tools necessary to determine if the agency you're thinking about joining is offering a fair compensation package. My name is David DeFord. I own the Dig Agency. We help agents across America sell insurance successfully in our agency. Our focus is final expense life insurance sold remotely from home and with free leads. You don't have to pay anything for the leads we provide you. You can find out more information on how it works at daviddeford.com. So first of all, how does pay work when it comes to a base salary in life insurance? Well, bottom line, I don't know any companies anymore, there's probably some out there, that do offer a base, meaning like a guaranteed minimum, like 30, 40, 50 grand a year. Life insurance has become a commission only based opportunity. So if you need a base salary, this probably isn't the niche to look at. Look at Medicare, look at property and casualty, health insurance, but don't look at life insurance because kind of eat what you kill in this business as you're going to discover. So bottom line, it's all about commissions. It's not about base pay. And so how do you determine what you get paid? If it's based off of each sale, this is a quick calculation of how it works. You have what's called your annual premium. If your monthly premium is $100 a month and you pay that for 12 months, that's $1,200. And if your compensation is 40%, that's what it is starting at the Dig Agency. That's $480 gross. But you have to also account for persistency, advancing, and leads. So persistency is the measure of how much of that business sticks. So let's say 90% of that sticks. So now I'm gonna make myself do really hard math. 420 minus 42, 478. Right, so it's 478. And then we get 75% of that up front, meaning we don't get the full amount. We get an advance on what we expect to earn in the future, assuming the client pays. So we'll just call it 375, roughly, 370, 365. And then we have to discount the lead cost. Well, in our agency, we don't have a lead cost. So that's zero, but you may have other agents that require you to buy leads. So you have to deduct that against to get your net income of what you actually put into your bank account. Understand, typically if you buy leads, there's gonna be a higher commission to accommodate your purchase of leads. Okay, so like for example, if you got a 40% contract and you're having to buy leads wholesale, not a good idea. You're gonna not make any money. So you need something like closer to 100% give or take in order to make this process sensible if you're gonna buy leads. And then to figure out what you're gonna make a week, just take that bottom number. So in this case, it was like 375, 350, right? Something like that. Multiply that by how many policies you want to sell in a week. So it's 350 by 10. That gives you an estimate of what's possible. That's pretty good money. The other thing to do here is also consider speed of pay. So you typically get paid a couple of days in life insurance after the policy is approved or a couple of days after the first payment is collected. And sometimes you don't collect the premium, many times, after the policy has been approved. So it can change the turnaround time to getting paid from a couple of days to a couple of weeks, depending on the speed at which you get paid. And final expense, most policies are paid within a couple of days after the policy is approved. You also have to consider cancellations. So that goes back to persistency. Some people cancel. You can do everything right and they just change their mind. And so you have to deduct those chargebacks that come from that out of future pay. And that's kind of why we make this estimation on persistency, because we're deducting what we would expect, our proportionally speaking, is going to be chargebacks based off of this reality. So in other words, don't spend your net up front. Always hold back some money in savings in order to make it through the chargeback period. And everybody gets chargebacks. You don't really have to ever cut a check unless you don't write new business to cover it with the company. You just continue to write business. Usually chargebacks are something that are navigatable and not a big issue. A couple other factors here. What matters is your book. This is whether you own the business or not. If you own the business, you own the renewals if there are any. And if you get terminated, you still get paid on the business. There are companies that won't do this, and there are reasons why. Maybe they do a full A to Z system to get the agent leads, etc. So it's not like you're just getting ripped off. So it just depends. It just depends on the value propositions. So keep that in mind. And then the last thing here is type of policies. Life insurance, IULs, fully underwritten products, like they're all gonna pay slightly different. Do your due diligence to understand what they're gonna pay. They typically advance the same amount, 75%. But the percentage is gonna vary. A couple other things, like in your process of figuring out where you stand and researching this business, probably why you're watching this video, you gotta do your due diligence because companies are gonna do different commission structures, different value propositions. Like we don't hire people or recruit people who buy leads anymore. It's proven to be a waste of time. I've done this for years. Agents are way more successful forgetting about lead gen, focusing on selling and taking a smaller contract to let us do all the heavy lifting. The sales-oriented people thrive so much more and have much more consistency of income that way. But There could be other organizations out there who have different value propositions. What I recommend is interviewing multiple companies, seeing which ones give you the best opportunities that fit who you are and what you want to accomplish. Look at case studies, testimonials, etc., to see how things pan out, but not to jump in bed with the first agency that you see. Like, that's the worst thing you can do in this business. So make sure you do your due diligence, if I can't make myself any more clear. And then lastly, understand that the life insurance business is an awesome business. There's a very real opportunity in a lot of different agencies in life insurance to make a six-figure income with a lot of hard work, tenacity, the right mindset. And my hope is that this quick description of how pay works can help lift some of the confusion you may have had, to help you understand that it's straight commission, and it all comes down to putting in the calculations here about what costs there are and deductions you got to make to arrive at your net income, and then realizing the secret really to success is doing more of this in numbers to get that net higher, meaning more policies, more deals written, so on and so forth. If you'd like to learn more about our agency, go to daviddufour.com. The Dig Agency specializes in teaching agents to sell final expense life insurance at home with free leads. It's a great place to start if you're a new agent to the business or an experienced agent. We train you, we do everything for you so that all you have to do is sell, sell, sell. Go to daviddufour.com to learn more, and thank you for watching.